Hell up. Yeah, they're sending rays and shit. That's what they do. Heat you up, cool you off, heat you up, cool you off. So, shout out to Uncle Fed. It's his video. But I wanted to show you something. Yeah.
Hey, they were fighting. They were fighting. Somebody pulled out a gun. I don't know. He didn't shoot it, but he made the niggas run. That's what happened. They were over there gambling in the corner. It was about gambling. They were shooting dice. Oh man, I got fucked up. Four minutes. I said we got 4 minutes. Come on, man. Come on, hey. Hey, let's go. They don't need that. They don't need that. You don't need that. Let's move, man. Come on. Oh, they stabbed that dude. That's why. Hey, someone got stabbed, Chef.
They stabbed the dude. Yeah, somebody got stabbed. Now they saying this is the visual, right? Right? Look at it again. Shit. Look at it again. Looks similar to yeah, just look at it.
Hey, they were fighting. Somebody pulled out a gun, and I don't know. He didn't shoot it, but he made the niggas run. That's what happened. They were over there gambling in the corner. It was about gambling. They were shooting dice. Oh man, I got fucked up.
I'll tell you what. Imagine this is the murder scene. Yeah, can you do that? Let's see if you can do that. Imagine that this is the murder scene and there's actually a murder being committed inside the store. And yeah, imagine that. Not saying that this is it. Yeah, this is allegedly. Allegedly, right. We started from the beginning. Imagine this is the murder scene. You need to see the murder scene first? Hey. Imagine this.
Hey, they were fighting. Somebody pulled out a gun, and I don't know. He didn't shoot it, but he made the niggas run. That's what happened. They were over there gambling in the corner. It was about gambling. They were shooting dice. Oh man, I got fucked up. 4 minutes. I said we got 4 minutes. Somebody out here. Come on, man. Come on, man. They don't need that. They don't need that. You don't need that.
Yeah, well, because there's glass breaking. That's one of the things I wanted you to pay attention to is the glass breaking. And then you see all that shit outside. Yeah, I'm going to show you the same scene, though. Different scenario. It's going to look exactly the same. Yeah, pile up. Hit on the like button. Yeah, hit on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, something was going on in that store. Right by that $6,000 sign. Fire in the hole.
Hey, they were fighting. They were fighting. Somebody pulled out a gun. I don't know. He didn't shoot him, but he made them niggas run. That's what happened. They were over there gambling in the corner. It was about gambling. They were shooting dice. Oh man, I got fucked up.
Look at this scene closely.
Hey, they were fighting. They were fighting. Somebody pulled out a gun. I don't know. He didn't shoot it, but he made the niggas run. That's what happened. They were over there gambling in the corner. It was about gambling. They were shooting dice. Oh man, I got fucked up. I said we got 4 minutes. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. Back tomorrow.
Oh, they stabbed that dude. That's why. Hey, someone got stabbed, check. He just confirmed
Got stabbed.
Oh, yeah, that's why the paramedics is here, y'all. Someone did get stabbed. Scoot back.
You see that girl with that phone? She's recording them. Y'all not paying attention. They're blocking people from getting over there. Now, pay attention to those candles. Hold on.
4 minutes. I said we got 4 minutes. Come on, man. Come on, man.
He says somebody is out here tripping. Yeah, somebody's out here tripping. This is getting deeper, yeah. Because the reason why I'm showing this is because that same scene is on Associate Press, yeah. Get it? Yeah, flip flop.
Hey, let's go. They don't need that. They get out now.
All I will do is with somebody want to get me thing. Notice the $6,000 sign.
Oh, they stabbed that dude. That's why. Hey, someone got stabbed, check. He just confirmed it. Oh, yeah, that's why the paramedics is here, y'all. Someone did get stabbed.
This is what a real murder scene looks like. Exclusive footage, Nipsey's visual, stabbing caused by gambling, hashtag they. They do. Shit.
She got the communication.
This is my other question. If that's Nip's visual, I have not heard anybody say his name, play his song, nothing. None of that. Now this where it gets tricky.
Is that real?
Is that yeah, remember that saying? Is that real? That's going on in that store. Is that real? Yeah, they throw it down in that store. Not letting them get by that store. Cause it's going down in that bitch. That's why. And then we go by the white car. Notice that the candles are in a different spot. Did you peep it? Yeah. 2 different scenes, 2 different films, 2 different movies. What's up in that? This is where the white car is with the blood on it. See that? Exactly. So, yeah. And then right here, you got the candles over here near the store. Then you got the candles over there near the $6,000 sign. Unless it's spliced up, spiced, and sliced. Yeah. It was all around these candles now. How odd does this look? Yes, a bunch of demons. A bunch. Like on Skid Row.
Oh, shit. Damn. Oh.
2 of them critical. Yeah. All right. Now.
Only on to tonight, the first interview with Nipsey Hussle's grandmother since his
March the 31st at 4:58. He supposedly got killed at 2:58. Watch how much she knows.
But first, let's go to our
She knows
who just spoke
a lot.
Help raise Nipsey Hussle. Tell him.
As if it happened another day.
And Pat Jelly can tell you that his grandmother is so gracious, so loving, and so kind. And it shows here in the community. Look at the support that Nipsey Hussle still continues to get 5 days after his death. Such a huge crowd, so much love, and it shows no signs of fading.
And you still not getting past that store.
So much love, like I love him. So that's uplifting to see that so many other people loved and understood him.
Nipsey Hussle's 88-year-old grandmother says her broken heart finds some comfort in how her grandson touched so many
Let me tell you
people.
something.
I hope these young people will get the message and live a better life. live a better life.
Margaret Boutte helped raise Hustle, whose real name is Ermias Oshkodom. Hustle talked about her in an interview with CBS 2 anchor Pat Harvey before this year's Grammys.
I was raised with my mom, grandma. She was real. Just, they gonna keep in a tight family and they gonna love.
Boutte was at home last Sunday when Hustle's brother got the call from Hustle himself that he had been shot.
66 degrees.
And he ran out of here so fast. He never did that in the morning. Right away, I called his mother. I said, Angel. She's called Angelique, but I call her Angel. Something must have happened. I said, Samuel jumped up. He didn't take his shower. He got out of here so fast.
Samuel was racing to the Marathon Hustle store, the place where he had been shot multiple times. Samuel would be there for his brother's last breaths.
Now, somebody said
soon enough to start
that was big. I mean, Black Sam doing compressions. So
Hustle's accused killer got away, but not for long. Eric Holder was arrested Tuesday in Bellflower and arraigned yesterday. Motive for the murder is still unclear. Police are only saying the two had a dispute before the shooting. Incredibly, Hustle's grandmother had only these words for Hustle's accused killer.
I'm praying for him too. I hope he does not get killed in custody. Have enough time to ask God for forgiveness. I'm a Catholic. I do believe in prayers, and I'm praying for him.
She already knew it was a he. She already knew he was in custody. Yeah. So, who's playing games? Nah, this is finna really, really take, I mean, I hate to say it is what it is.
Situation, and I'm hoping he's sorry for what he did.
Hoping he's sorry.
And such incredible words from a woman who is in so much.
Nobody is getting past that line. Nobody. Nobody. Something happened in that store. Yeah, something happened in that store. Exactly.
Grandson touched so many people.
I hope these young people will get the message and live a better life.
Now I say 65 degrees.
Margaret Boutte helped raise Hustle, whose real name is Ermias Oshkodom. Hustle talked about her in an interview with CBS 2 anchor Pat Harvey before this year's Grammys.
I was raised with my mom, grandma. She was real. Just, they gonna keep in a tight family and they gonna love.
Boutte was at home last Sunday when Hustle's brother got the call from Hustle himself that he had been shot.
He got the call and he ran out of here so fast. He never did that in the morning. Right away, I called his mother. I said, Angel. She's called Angelique, but I call her Angel. Something must have happened. I said, Samuel jumped up. He didn't take his shower. He got out of here so fast.
Samuel was racing to the Marathon Hustle's store, the place where he had been shot multiple times. Samuel would be there for his brother's last breaths.
Samuel got up there soon enough to start helping his brother. So Ermias knew Samuel was there before he died.
Hustle's accused killer got away, but not for long. Eric Holder was arrested.
People. How did Grandma know that? Yeah, bless her heart. How did she know that? How did she know all the specifics within an hour and a half? 2:58. That's what time you said it happened at. But at 5, Grandma was already telling the story. See, you didn't know that. You forgot. You forgot that part. In your plan, exactly. You forgot that shit. Yeah. Hit on the like button. Shit. This shit getting deeper. Yeah, because now. Somebody had a ceremony. Some kind of ceremony. Sacrificial ceremony. Yeah. You messed up though. That's how you know you messed up, because the candles were in 2 different spots. At first, they were right there, over there, by where you said it happened at. And Then they were by the $6,000 sign. Make up your mind. Yeah, this is two different footages. That's all I want you to know. Mixed together as if it was a game.
Tuesday in Bellflower and arraigned yesterday. Motive for the murder is still unclear. Police are only saying the two had a dispute before the shooting. Incredibly, Hustle's grandmother had only these words for Hustle's accused killer.
I'm praying for him too. I hope he does not get killed in custody. Have enough time to ask God for forgiveness. I'm a Catholic. I do believe in prayers, and I'm praying for him.
But didn't you say that Eric Holder was arrested on, April 2nd? Remember? But Grandma just said, that's her heart. She just said he's in custody. He's already in custody. She's already forgiven him. What do you think she's talking about? An invisible somebody? You think she's making this up? What part don't you understand? His grandmother is already talking about him being in custody. Know all the facts, all the specifics within an hour and a half. Something ain't right. Either this happened on a different day, or something ain't right with this whole picture right here. No, something ain't right. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know how she could know that quickly. I didn't know you could process. Well, obviously you did. Yeah, you did. Processed it within an hour and a half. But Eric Holder, or whoever it was already in custody. Yeah, because she said it. You want to hear her again? Yeah, listen closely.
Pat Harvey before this year's Grammys.
I was raised with my mom, grandma. She was real. Just big on keeping a tight family and big on love.
Butte was at home last Sunday when Hustle's brother got the call from Hustle himself that he had been shot.
He got the call and he ran out of here so fast. He never does that in the morning. Right away, I called his mother. I said, Angel, she's called Angelique, but I call her Angel. Something must have happened. I said, Samuel jumped up. He didn't take his shower. He got out of here so fast.
Samuel was racing to the marathon, Hustle's store, the place where he had been shot multiple times. Samuel would be there for his brother's last breaths.
Samuel got up there soon enough to start helping his brother. So Arius knew Samuel was there before he died.
Hustle's accused killer got away, but...
So what are you trying to say? That she doesn't know what she's talking about? Is that what you're trying to say? Step on the like button. That's what you're trying to say. She said morning, but you said he got killed at 2:58. Morning. See, you left that out. This part. Yeah. The chess move. You left that out. Because you thought it was a game. The game of life. That's what we're playing, right? Yeah, you're playing with people's lives. You're playing with people's minds. You're playing with people, everything. Yeah. Come on now. What are you trying to say? You trying to say, Grandma, you don't know? She just told you out her mouth what happened that day in the morning. He never does that in the morning. No, he never does that in the morning. He never does whatever it is that he did that day in the morning. Whether it be, she said take a shower. He never just rushes out of here without taking a shower in the morning. That makes more sense. Yeah, then she probably would know every detail by 5. But 2:58? Yeah, 2:58. That's where you messed up at. Yeah, 2:58. You messed up. Exactly. Stomp on the like button. He was already in custody. So if he was already in custody that day that you were having that visual, the same day you said he was arrested, but yet we saw somebody running down the street. Okay.
Not for long. Eric Holder was arrested Tuesday in Bellflower and arraigned yesterday. Motive for the murder is still unclear. Police are only saying the two had a dispute before the shooting. Incredibly, Hustle's grandmother had only these words for Hustle's accused killer.
I'm praying for him too. I hope he does not get killed in custody. Have enough time to ask God for forgiveness. I'm a Catholic. I do believe in prayers, and I'm praying for him. He was a young, ignorant situation, and I'm hoping he's sorry for what he did.
She even knows his age.
More drama involving the shooting death of rapper Nipsey Hussle. When his fans gathered for a vigil at the very spot where the deadly attack took place.
She said, young man. What are you trying to say? She don't know what she's talking about. What are you trying to say?
At a vigil for rapper Nipsey Hussle as a crowd of mourners trigger a stampede.
I don't know what happened.
Police say someone brandishing a gun caused hundreds to panic and trample one another as they fled. Here's Jim Murray.
Now do you see?
Nipsey Hussle's clothing store.
Now do you see? Do you see the candles? Yeah, they on both
Arrest
sides.
in the case.
You got candles right here.
Chaos erupts at a vigil for rapper Nipsey Hussle as a crowd of mourners trigger a stampede.
I don't know what happened.
Police say someone brandishing a gun caused hundreds to panic.
You got candles over here.
As they fled. Here's Jim Murray.
Oh, you had cameras
Here outside Nipsey Hussle's clothing store in South LA, the same spot where he was gunned down. At least 19 people were rushed to the hospital, 2 of them in critical condition.
Today, police arrested 29-year-old Eric Holder as the suspect in Hustle's killing. Video said to be of the arrest was posted on social media.
Oh my God, this looked like him.
Mr. Holder walked up and engaged in a conversation with Nipsey and the others that were there. He left and then came back and subsequently came back armed with a handgun and purposely and repeatedly fired, striking and killing Nipsey Hussle.
New disturbing surveillance footage appears to show the gunman walking up to Hussle and opening fire. Hussle falls to the ground.
We believe this to be a dispute between Mr. Hussle and Mr. Holder.
If that's the case, why not just show it? It makes no sense. Why not just show it? Yeah, show it.
I said, boom, hey, yo.
Here we go again. Those Puma shoes. Now, you see that? You see that view? Now I'm going to show you this view. Pay attention. Yeah. Pay attention to where everything is. Mm-hmm. Pay attention to it. Right. Here we go. Pay attention. Look similar yet? All right. Then watch this. Watch this. Oops. You saw that. Now look at this again. Mm-hmm. Right here.
I said, boom. Hey, yo, it's your boy, LBD.
Said boom.
Gravity, that's the 3 G's perception of the world. I want you to pay very close attention. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you like and share this video. Now, where did you get this footage from? So they want to keep on itching it out. Where you get that footage from all the heads, right? Let's go.
You just saw that scene. I see you, Nip. Right there. There's Nip. Right there. Looking right at you. Yeah. Exactly. You just saw that same scene. Now, place what you saw in the other scene right here. Yeah. In a row, then down the side. See you, Nick. Down the side, then all the way to the street. Yeah, do that. Do it.
Police.
There we go.
You got a cowboy.
Looks the same to me. Now, I could be wrong. Look like the same scene. Y'all playing a lot of games. Playing a lot of games. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. This is bizarre. The way they lined up. The way they lined up. Like a pattern. The same pattern. This will be looking at the same pattern. Mm-hmm. At night. At night. Same pattern. Visual mixed with the real footage. You gotta know where it cut off at. Yeah, I know where it cut off at. Right there by that $6,000 sign. Yeah, because remember, they put it in the grave. I mean, they made a grave for it, remember, and stuck it in the dirt. That $6,000 sign. We're paying attention, and this is bizarre. Mm-hmm. Same pattern, shit. That's all we're doing is putting another pattern on top of that one. It looks the same. Same setup. Okay.
Hey, they were fighting. They were fighting. Somebody pulled out a gun. I don't know. He didn't shoot it, but he made the niggas run. That's what happened. They were over there gambling in the corner. It was about gambling. They were shooting bodies. Oh man, I got it fucked up.
Did you feel that? You might not have felt that. Something evil happened right there. Right there. Right there. Something evil happened right here on this lot. You say it's the visual. We got these candles right here. Remember, the other candles is stumbled on. You're stumbled on. Wonder why them niggas stumbled on. Like you knew to move around the candles. People, let me tell you something. If you're not paying attention, then you're just not staying woke. Yeah, look at this. How did y'all not stumble over the candles? I mean, when you are running
the shooting death of
and trampling down something, you don't think about that.
The deadly attack took place.
But you ran around them.
This comes as police make an arrest in the case.
Are you looking at this?
Chaos erupts at a vigil for rapper NIPSEY HUSSLE as a crowd
One person fell in there.
A stampede.
I don't know what everybody else
Police say someone brandishing a gun caused hundreds to panic and trample one another as they fled. Here's Jim Murray.
It happened here outside Nipsey Hussle's clothing store in South LA, the same spot where he was gunned down. At least 19 people were rushed to the hospital, 2 of them in critical condition.
Today, police arrested 29-year-old Eric Holder as the suspect in Hussle's killing. Video said to be of the arrest was posted on social media.
Oh my God, this looked like him.
Mr. Holder walked up and engaged in a conversation with Nipsey and the others that were there. He left and then came back and subsequently came back armed with a handgun and purposely and repeatedly fired, striking and killing Nipsey Hussle.
New disturbing surveillance footage appears to show the gunman walking up to Hussle and opening fire. Hussle falls to the ground.
We believe this to be a dispute. Between Mr. Hussle and Mr. Holder.
Now, if Black Sam did compressions, where is that footage? Or is that the footage that you're not going to show? Yeah. Did it really happen? Because, I mean, his grandmother said it happened. Somebody told her that. Or he might have told her that. That he got up there just enough time to do compressions. And then his mama said, why they ain't show me? And then we saw her on film in the back of the store on that same day. Doesn't make any sense. So you brought her to a fake scene. You did. You brought her to a fake scene. Because the real one happened that night. And it's chestnut checkers, people. Exactly. Stump on the like button. Gets that deep. Nah, stay woke. It's not a joke. It's not a game. You see it. You see the pattern. Remember what they said. when it first happened, they begged us. They said, don't say it's the government. Don't say it's a conspiracy theory. Don't say any of that. Don't say any of that. Just say it's Eric Holder. Okay. Just say it's Eric Holder. When we saw clearly, yeah, you had 4 minutes. 4 minutes. What did you have 4 minutes? What did they have 4 minutes for? Yeah, I never figured that one out. They had 4 minutes to trash the place, or 4 minutes before it would be over. Yeah, you had people taking film of them because you weren't getting past that line. No, you still was not getting past that line. Do you see how them people go around? X marks the spot. Yeah, X mark the spot. Oh, y'all went around that one spot. Damn near 1 million people trampling, running. But yet, y'all all went around that same spot. One person out of 1 million ran through that spot where those candles were and fell. Exactly. So, you really are playing a lot of games. Because I don't see how that's possible. No, I don't see how that's possible at all. I don't see how that's possible. So, yeah, Grandma said the young fella, so she knew he was young. She knew it was a male. And then you took, who told you to do that? Yeah, who told you to do that? Did a family member tell you to do that? Take his mama to the wrong scene. Or to a fake scene. What? But she did say she saw him. Not there, at the hospital. Okay? And what she saw was peaceful. So she knew that he had transitioned. And she said his skin was clean and everything. So she saw something. And y'all did something. Plain and simple. Y'all took her to the wrong scene. Damn. That's crazy right there. That part right there, I say, is foul as fuck. Yeah, and that's what got your whole bloodline in a fucking hole. That right there, what you did. Yeah, when you did that, you dug deep down. That was foul. You took his mama to the wrong scene. Made up scene with a doll and all of that. Yeah. You showed his hand. Just foulness. And now we really know why you don't want anybody to see that film, because we saw the pattern. Yeah, Same way, same how. We saw it. Yeah, straight across, down, straight across, down, straight across, down, upside down, inside out. So, anyway, I don't know, people. I don't know what to tell these guys that have did this crime. A senseless one at that. That got your whole bloodline put in a hole. Damn. Nah, we can't help you get up out that motherfucker. Because you got in there. And we're not going to waste our energy trying to get you up out of that shit right there. Because you did it. Yeah, you did that shit. I don't give a damn who you is. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, I don't give a damn who you is. You still did it. You cannot make someone else take your sin. Yeah, you have to take your own sin. You did that shit. And if you were involved in the setup or anything, that's what happened to you. It's still going on you. Because you know. And that's disrespectful. The way you disrespected the dead that you will one day be. Yeah, disrespected it. Yeah, you scared of death, but you ain't scared of God. That makes no sense. And now you see why you're dumb and stupid and unwise. That's why. Because you believe dumb shit, but not real. You was brought up to do that. Somebody taught you to do that. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a whole lot of games being played right now because that scene just looked odd to me because of the candles, of everything. You say it's the visual, but yet your pattern is the same. Oh, a coincidence? That's what you're saying? I don't know. Hit the like button, y'all. Yeah, and it is what it is. No, she knows what she's talking about. Miss Boutte knows what she is talking about. I don't care what you say. Is you trying to make it? You forgot that part. That's what happened. You forgot. You always forget something when you're doing a dirty deed. Yeah, you forgot. You forgot that she was right there to say that. Yeah, you came just to damn. Yeah, you got there 1 second too late. Exactly. And that's what happened to you. And that's how you got found out. Yeah, because you know your timeline is off. Doesn't make sense. It is off. No matter which way you go about it, it's off. Then you got the white car. Same scene. Same scene. Is that real? Is that real? You know what he was talking about? All that commotion going on in the store. Is that real? Yeah, because as soon as it started, they started moving. And that was that jerk that I got. Exactly. Because it was timed. And when they got ready to push them people back over there, they did it on cue. Watch it. They did it on cue. They all rushed at the same time. As if they heard something. But they said that's the visual, remember? How can the visual look like the murder scene? I don't get that either. How can the setup be the same? How can the ambulance, all that stuff be the same? Yeah, fat dude getting in there, all that. No, his mom got there in the afternoon. Okay? Exactly, in the afternoon. We saw her talking to RuPaul. We saw her, plain as day, in the back. So maybe, maybe, just maybe, in this footage that you're saying is the visual, it's actually the murder scene. And you can see somebody kneeling down over somebody as if to do compressions. But that was at night. That was at night. Yeah, you did see somebody bending down as if to help, like what she described. I couldn't get a clear view of it, but right after that dude starts running, there's two split screens. One of them is somebody on the ground over somebody. Exactly. So, again. Yeah. Hold on. Yes. Now I'm going to the hold on. I'm going to the other thing. Exactly. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Here we go. You're gonna see somebody bent down over somebody now. NIPSEY Hussle suspect named as visual turns violent. What? Nipsey Hussle suspect named as visual turns violent. Come on, bruh. Yeah, this is bizarre. White car running. Right there in that area, there was a lot of people crowded around right there. Let me see. Yeah, you even see blood. You see blood. I don't know what she was doing. Now you're looking for him. Looks like the real murder scene to me. Yeah, that's what it looked like. That would be Sam being there, wee hours of the morning, helping his brother. It's all right there. It's all right there. White car, dummy, or whatever. Crowd at Nipsey Hussle's vigil stampeded on Monday. It was after reports of a possible shooting or stabbing. Authorities say at least 19 people were taken to hospitals. 2 of those hospitalized were in critical condition. Yeah, that same chair thing. Right there. Yeah, I believe that is the real one. Oh no. That's the real one. Murder scene.
The murdered rapper Nipsey Hussle turned into a stampede outside of his Hyde Park shop last night.
People from the community worked through the night to help sweep up the broken pieces of a memorial that was created in his honor. We have live team coverage this morning. CBS 2's Cara Finstrom has details on who police are looking for. But first, we go to CBS 2's Leslie Marin, who's live outside the shop with a look at what happened last night. Leslie.
Good morning, Suzanne and Peter. Well, overnight things did remain quiet, but that was not the case last night. Right around 8 p.m., 19 people hurt, 2 people in critical condition. Now this morning, LAPD still has the memorial site for Nipsey Hussle shut down. They say they plan to reopen it later this morning, but I want to get to cell phone video from when the chaos broke out. We can hear people yelling and what sounds like glass breaking. Sky 2 was the only news chopper on scene as hundreds of people are seen frantically running from the memorial site. Right now, LAPD is still investigating what ignited the chaos, but people on scene did tell us a possible fight broke out and then a stampede. There were reports of a shooting, but police say overnight they found no evidence of that. In all, 19 people were hurt, mostly from being trampled. 2 people are in the hospital in critical condition this morning. 1 person was hit by a car and another had a traumatic penetrating wound. But I want to get to new video this morning that shows officers trying to help people who were hurt in that massive crowd. In this video, you can see officers tending to a man who was injured. They end up having to pull him away from the massive crowd. We don't know the extent of that man's injuries, but we do hope he is okay this morning. Now, we spoke to another man that was out here this morning who came to pay his respects to rapper Nipsey Hussle after the chaos. Here's what he had to say.
Even when we're together to mourn someone that did so much, we still got hate. We have enough tension going on, you know? So, I mean, the main message is like, at the end of the day, we're all here to love, right?
Yeah, and you know what? Officers did have to give a dispersal order last night after that stampede erupted. We're told many people did comply with officers, but some people chose to stay, forcing officers to form a skirmish line to try to get the crowd out. At one point, LAPD said a few people did throw rocks and bottles at officers. At least 1 officer was hurt and 1 person was detained for disorderly conduct. Now, back out here live, you can still see one of the memorials set up for rapper Nipsey Hussle. We're told there's another one just on the side of the building, but it was the community that came out here. They brought brooms with them, garbage bags with them, and tried to clean up the hundreds of candles that were left behind. Much of the glass on the ground they cleaned up as well. We know LA Sanitation made their way out here this morning to clean up the area. LAPD tells us they hope to reopen the memorial site possibly around 8 or 9 this morning, but they are hoping that things will stay calm and safe today. They are expecting hundreds to show up. Again, they are possibly going to also be setting up some barricades. That's the latest from Hyde Park. Listening back to you, Suzanne Peter.
Thank you, Leslie. CBS 2's Cara Finstrom is live at LAPD headquarters in downtown LA this morning with the latest on this investigation. Cara.
Major development here, Suzanne. Police will be holding a news conference at about 8:30 this morning right here at headquarters, where they will be giving us more information about the man who they believe shot and killed Nipsey Hussle and wounded 2 other men. Let's get right to the photo they have already released. Police looking for 29-year-old Eric Holder from LA. Detectives told the LA Times they think he had a dispute with Hussle before the shooting. They also said they think the gunman has gang ties, but that the motive was likely personal. Holder was last seen on Sunday fleeing in a white 4-door 2016 Chevy Cruze with this license plate number 7RJD742. It was driven by a woman who has not been identified. We've also got video to show you
white 4-door.
The artist and activist was set to meet with the chief of police the day after his death.
He was in a black car. Damn, make up your mind.
Hussle had been open about his past involvement in a gang as a teenager and said he wanted to invest in young people in his community. The LA Times reports the day of the shooting, Holder walked with Hussle and the 2 other men in the parking lot of Hussle's store. They believe he then fired numerous shots. Our Dave Lopez asked Chief of Police Michael Moore yesterday about what kind of relationship detectives think Hussle might have had with the gunman.
Do you think the shooter knew him?
I believe so, yes.
Why would he be a target, though? Any idea?
Our investigation will determine that, whether this was, what drove this senseless act.
And this is a freeze frame of security camera surveillance video that was obtained by TMZ. It shows at least 2 people running from the scene. We don't know if police are also looking for any other people who might have been involved. Suzanne, Peter, lots of questions still here, and hopefully we'll get some answers at that news conference, which again is set for 8:30 here this morning.
All right.
Brother invests in real estate, you know what I'm saying? So
wait, can you repeat that again, man? You're up and coming artist. What did you say you want to do?
I say invest in some assets as opposed to trick off my money on some liabilities like that.
Even before fame, this aspiring star had a plan for his fortune.
You're trying to get land.
Exactly. I'm a real asset. Take care of my people. Because, you know, it looked good. But at the end of the day, we're losing value.
He was just 20 years old in this interview with Hard Knock TV. Over the next decade, he'd become a beacon of hope in South Central LA, a Grammy-nominated artist, a father, an entrepreneur, an advocate. His name, Nipsey Hussle. But just as his dreams were really coming true, this past Sunday, he was shot dead in broad daylight in the middle of the community that he poured his heart and soul into.
He's a neighborhood prince. He brought a lot of hope and change to the community.
You might as well call him the president of the hood then, Barack Obama of the streets.
There was so much more he could have did. He was only 33 years old.
He seemed to walk a fine line between the hood and a hope for a new world, rising out of poverty and violence, making it big, as documented in this Midas Touch video.
And Nick did more than his own thing. Nick took care of the poor people around here, the homeless. He took one homeless dude off the streets and put him in his Rolls Royce and pushed the shopping cart away and took him and bought him jewelry and got him haircuts and put him on his feet. Nipsey was nothing short of a servant to the people. They told him the problem, and then he took it to the powers that be that the other people didn't have access to.
So is he a bridge?
He's the architect of the bridge.
Born Ermias Ashkadom, he started out selling mixtapes from his car trunk. He famously sold CDs for $100, empowering his indie label All Money In. Finding success in music, teaming his independent label with Atlantic Records.
Nipsey could have went Hollywood, made some money, and just left all this alone. All the stuff we did was so he wouldn't have to die like this, you know. He died trying to save less fortunate people.
Many of his anthems, including the title track on his album Victory Lap,
Every few shows, I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go.
speak to the disparity between the life he was living and the life he came from. Hussle was all in, committed to ridding the streets of the same violence that ensnared him as a youth. He admitted to being a member of a gang and even spent time behind bars. Hussle began buying up space in this strip mall on Crenshaw Boulevard and Slauson Avenue, combining his street cred with his business savvy, transforming the block.
You ain't getting there, that store.
To make a statement about how life should be and how it should be elevated.
One of the number one things that Nipsey did that was positive, in my opinion, was he started something in the community with nothing. And then he gave out shoes. He buried kids whose parents couldn't afford it. You had people from all walks of life, from different countries, coming to visit our community and made it safe for them.
A visionary, he built an inner city empire. The crown jewel of his ventures, the Marathon Clothing Company.
You know, it was a higher purpose, I believe, for what we're doing over here. It wasn't to get in trouble with the police. It wasn't to be a minister. It was to, you know, continue a tradition of self-destruction. It was to build.
He talked about it in the Marathon Clothing documentary in the days leading up to the grand opening of his flagship store.
He gave back to the community. When I was coming up, we looked up to the gang members hanging out on the corner. Now, the gang members, we go to work every day. Now our kids watch us go to work. So Nipsey changed the cycle.
Then 3 days ago, just outside the Marathon, the very place where hope was born for so many, a gunman ended Nipsey Hussle's life with a shot to the head.
He loved his community. He was a care to them and empowering them to be more, to do more with their lives.
We lost a big part of South LA yesterday, really the world.
He wasn't supposed to go out like that. This wasn't a part of the plan. But it's according to God.
He called for peace. He called for justice. We're calling upon whoever killed Nipsey to turn yourself in.
After a 2-day manhunt, police arrested 29-year-old Eric Holder without incident. Witnesses said he was known in the neighborhood.
It was a guy that we know.
From the neighborhood?
Yeah, from the neighborhood.
Mr. Holder walked up on multiple occasions and engaged in a conversation with Nipsey, subsequently came back armed with a handgun, striking and killing Nipsey Hussle.
Police say the murder was not a gang fight, but some kind of personal dispute.
There he is. There he is.
On Monday, Hussle was set to meet with the LAPD to discuss ways to combat gang violence. Despite his absence, police carried on with the meeting.
Nipsey's death has sent shockwaves across the city and across this globe.
With an international fan base still grieving, some of his biggest supporters include celebrities like Rihanna, John Legend, and the NBA's Steph Curry paying tribute.
Obviously, send prayers to his family, his community.
Actress Lauren London, the love of Hussle's life and mother of his child, writing on Instagram, "I am completely lost. I've lost my best friend. We are lost without you, babe. I have no words." Hussle's death was the 11th.
Okay. Yeah, just keep seeing the same footage. But when this footage comes out, when the truth finally comes out, it's going to be a bombshell. It's going to rock your world. Because there's truth behind this. And there's realness. Something happened to great King Nipsey Hussle. We're not sure of the date. We're not sure of the time. But one thing's for sure. We know something terrible happened to him. Got some foul people. Set him up. They bum rushed him. They crowded him. As soon as he got there, they just all bum. And he knew right then and there that his life would never be the same. Because they had that look in their eye of, we want your shit. And he saw that look. He recognized it. And he fought. Yeah, what I saw, he stood almost all the way up from what I saw on the same footage, but it's kind of like blurred out. But he got all the way up. Enough up to where he could have got help. And that's what they didn't want you to see. They didn't want you to see that he got all the way almost up off that ground. Remember? Get off the floor. Get off the ground. Now that one, I didn't hear that. You see what I'm saying? Two different footages. No, you ain't hear the same thing, remember? Get up off that floor and all of that, remember? Yeah. Same footage. Different outcome. Different scenario. Different candles. It gets that deep. Stay woke. Yeah, because something went on in that store. Inside. Yeah, we believe he was forced inside the store by all of these people jumping out of cars, coming from every which way. Now, everywhere. They was coming from everywhere. Blocking him in and all of that. It looks like the same scene. I don't know what the fuck y'all did. But it's gonna come out. And Eric Holder, yes, a reason why we have not seen him. No, we ain't seen Eric Holder. Yeah, if that was him that day, I saw him fade away that day. If that was him, his legs was fading away. Exactly. If that was him, whoever that was fading away. And if you know what fading away is, that's what it is. Your life fading away. Just like Pop Smoke after he ate that food. You could see. So yeah, stay woke. Something happened there. Just don't know what. Times is off. That's what's got us like, what? And then when you look at the other scene, the one they saying that's the visual, but we didn't hear the same thing. That glass breaking, the stabbing, the guy linked over bleeding. So somebody did get stabbed. The blood was dripping down. You could see the puddle of blood. Now nobody was helping him. If you say that's the visual, then nobody was helping him. He was linked over. Exactly. People were just standing there looking at him. That's it. So it looks like then he started moving. Yeah, moving, going a whole nother way. Exactly. Whoever that was, allegedly. Yeah, whoever that was. Linked over with that puddle of blood underneath their feet with those white shoes on. So, did they use a dummy? Yeah, they did. He is one. That's for sure. Yeah, he's a dummy, all right. Scapegoat dummy. They picked him out of a bunch, yeah. And he was the one that won to get the shit pinned on him. They pulled his name out of a hat and they pinned it on the donkey. Okay? Damn. Yeah, they pinned it on the donkey. That's exactly what he is. If that's even him. Could be somebody else. Yeah, the other scene makes more sense to me, like I said. You can see somebody crowding around and everything. Exactly. Because that way that you're doing it don't look right. Then you getting on down the road like Sam didn't go. And Sam didn't go behind you, or he did compressions, but he didn't get in the truck and he didn't follow behind. That makes no sense. Yeah, that makes no sense. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I mean, it is what it is. A whole lot of fuckery duckery dock. The mouse went up the clock. Mm-hmm. So one day y'all gonna have to show what happened. You can do it now, or you can do it. You can do it willingly, or you cannot. It's up to you. You saw what kind of connection and forces we dealing with here. Yeah, money has nothing to do with power. Nothing. We've proved that already. Money has nothing to do with power. If it did, a lot of people that have money would have power, but they don't. No, they don't. Exactly. Mm-mm. They ain't even got a third eye, but they rich. Now they can't see shit. They blind. They walking around. They rich. Hold on, Sky. They rich and all of that. And, they're not worrying about it. It is what it is. So, that being said, oh, Picola, I didn't even know you came in here. So that person that I seen bent over is not Hustle. If you go back to the footage that the person had was bent over, the person was on the outskirt of the scene. The person bent over was standing in the street when the camera passed by the person. Yeah, I know that. I'll go back to that. Yeah. All right. My bad. We back up. Mm-hmm. All right.
Murder in South LA in the past week, despite homicide rates that have steadily declined.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back. Mm-hmm. So, tell me this, Picola. Do you think this footage right here, because I do, is the real murder scene? Right here. Right here. Because you looking at the visual, yeah, there was a visual, and then there was this right here. Well, we'll even start with this first. Yeah, this was the first one that I saw. Oh, you do believe it is? Okay.
Yes. I need every brother you can down here. I need all brothers on deck. Yes. At his shop on Slauson and Crenshaw, I need everybody.
All brothers, like brotherhood. All right.
I need everybody. I need everybody, bro.
And that's the pink shirt. Yeah. That Big U was talking about. Yeah, Pink Panther. Never seen him in that shirt no more. Pink Panther. $66.
Yeah, this is, you know,
All right. I'll play it again. Mm.
All George units, better be on deck. Better be on deck.
Go back to the phone conversation. He said he need all brothers on deck. All brothers on deck. All brothers on deck. Who's he talking about, Sam? All brothers on deck.
NIPSEY Hussle, man. Oh my God, anything NIPSEY Hussle, are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Come on.
All George units, better be on deck. Better be on deck.
What? Hold on.
All George units, better be on deck.
All George units better be on deck.
All George units, better be on deck. Better be on deck.
You saw that, right? Now, how does the same fact scenario, now that could be a white Chevy Cruze car. Yeah, the same scenario. Pot belly, pants on. That's very bizarre. It just is. It's very bizarre. Same chair, everything. That is ironic. I mean, that's what it is. He said, I need all the brothers on deck. Yeah, he said, I need all the brothers on deck. And he said, all, that part is what got me. Then this right here. Now, how they move from that to this, I don't know. There's the white car. That's how we know that is the same. And those shoes are the same shoes of the guy bending over. And that's it. Something happened. Something happened that day. He did look like that dude at the visual, this dude right here. I knew I seen him somewhere. Just red and blue on. All right, 10. That looks like blood. Speaking on set. And that's the same scene, just upside down. Yeah, so hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to support. Exactly. What did he say?
The aftermath. Now, it's not a whole lot, but nevertheless, it's enough to tell us that the person who said that she filmed the whole thing, she had to film the whole thing, and she uploaded it to her Facebook page. Since then, of course, it's been taken down. But I tell you guys, when you find things,
what I'm looking at now,
because people delete them,
with wearing blue, Hustle shot many videos there. I believe that area is Orange String Gang. Orange String Gang.
So I hope I get a chance to upload those pictures to other people who are walking past their Cadillac and stuff like that. And we don't know who these people are, but you'll get the picture of it. Stand by.
You lost me with the orange string. Yeah, Orange String Gang. Okay. Oh, orange right there. Yeah, orange.
Or it could be him, you know, they thawed him out. That's what they did. They thawed him out.
Orange String Gang. Yeah, of course they were in a gang. Gang related shit. Now, you see right there. Yeah, you see who phone that was? Young boy, never broke again. Took this footage. Exactly. See it? So he was there at that fake phony scene. Yeah, here we go. NBA young boy. String Gang. Who is that? Meek Mill? Yeah, Meek Mill did talk to him. Said he ain't had nothing to do with this. I was in downtown. You was in downtown LA when that shit happened. I was in downtown LA. Iona Kenny shot that footage. Okay. Whatever that is, I don't know what that is either. I don't know. His fingers look like they're fading away. Mm-hmm.
Pictures right there, you can see everything that's going on. Okay, so we know that's fucker. Now, guess what? Real life TV, come on, bro. So, it's checkmate 1622A, enter right through there. Game over. Tired of this shit. Yeah, we tired of it. Oh, you get out of shoot empty food. I did. Any nigga that shot somebody, bro, any nigga that shot somebody, bro, they're not gonna be, they're not gonna get on Instagram and tell them that they shot somebody. I don't care. Okay. What if we flip this around? Yeah, flip flop. Would it be a different scenario? Let's try. I can turn this around. We can look at it from that point of view, or you can imagine it, whichever way you want to do it. Well, let's flip flop and have him saying what he's saying, and him saying what he's saying.
All right. Yeah, they friends, okay. Yeah, so they trying to say that that's it right there on the ground. So red shorts on. Mm-hmm. To me, it looks like a white car with a light. And I'm looking at it from right here. Doesn't look like. Mm. It doesn't look like that. It's like the car. Okay. Mm. Look at this tweet. Yeah, because we get in the timeline. Once we get that, and then I'm gonna show you something. Yeah. You can listen to this.
And that was Jay Scott right here, one, two. Back then, the gunman.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what we're doing right there. Thanks so much for listening. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and support. Thank you. Peace, love, and blessings to everyone. And I'm out.